Hi everyone, it's April with Hair 101 and I am going to talk to you about teasing. Teasing is generally thought of as a negative thing, but I think of it as a positive thing. If you learn how to properly tease, you will be able to get what you want in life because your hair will look so awesome. But teasing can mean two things. Teasing can mean getting your hair big. Teasing can mean being a jerk to other people. And teasing can also mean making fun of someone. So I'm going to talk about teasing your hair because that's the only kind I promote. I do not promote teasing of people or making people feel stupid because it's rude. But I do promote teasing of hair. And I know that a lot of you have problems with teasing hair because I've seen a lot of things on hair forums and stuff where people are like, I don't know, how come the back combing, it's also called back combing, keeps falling out? Here's the thing. There are several ways you can make sure your back combing doesn't fall out. One of them is to make sure that the hair is textured. A lot of the time I'll have long-haired girls come and sit down in my chair and they want to be able to get this, like the little bump here, like the bump it, but please, please, for the love of all things holy, maybe put that out. Please, for the love of all things hair, do not use a bump it, please. You can see them, they look funny, and they're weird. I am not promoting bump its. My mother-in-law wears them, however, and in that case, I think it's actually okay because I can tease her, except for I don't promote teasing. So if you see someone with a bump it, teach them how to tease. Tease them properly. I'm going to teach you how to tease properly now. You don't need any water. I don't know why I have this in my hand. What you do need is a comb. They have special teasing combs that have like different layers. Guess what? Those are cool. And they have like ones with little metal picks on the end. I actually do like those because after you're done teasing, you can kind of smooth it out a little bit and not take too much of the combing out. But I don't have it with me right now because all of my stuff is in boxes because my salon's not built yet. That's why I'm standing behind this plain white wall that's completely boring. So I'm sorry about that, but here you go. I'm gonna teach you something now. You're gonna grab the hair and you're gonna section it off into sections. Let's start with the front. I'm just gonna tease all of my hair because teasing is important. I was talking about girls coming in with really long straight hair. So I had all the time, I have girls come in with really long, beautiful, healthy, straight hair. And that's wonderful as long as you want to wear it flat. I'm not saying damage your hair or anything. I'm just saying you need to have some texture in the spots that you want to tease because otherwise it just falls out, especially if the hair is really healthy. We want healthy hair. So we're not going to try to damage it to get it to stay up. The best thing to do would be to take a razor and you lift the hair up in the back where you're going to be teasing. And you pull their hair straight up and then you're gonna push it down a little bit. And as soon as you see that hair start to bend, it's usually like 2 or 3 inches, probably 3 inches away from the head, where it naturally bends a little bit. See that curve? That's where you're gonna want to start the razoring. Don't go below that line. If you go below that line, they're gonna have these little teeny pokey outy hairs that stick straight up. Because what that little bend is that's where your hair is naturally going to stop sticking straight up and start to curve. Anything below that, stick straight up, unless you really plaster it down. So, but then again, in shorter hair, I do go a little bit below that because I need shorter ones to hold up the longer ones. So in longer hair though, do not go below that bendy, right about there. So you're gonna take your razor, pretend like this is a razor, and you're just gonna slide up little teeny pieces. You do not need to take a lot out. You need to take out a couple hairs. Women with really long hair, many times they're terrified of the razor because they think that it's gonna make their hair look like all broken and white polka dots all over the ends. If you're doing it just a little bit up in here, it's gonna be okay. And you need to be able to explain that to them and say it to them, say, you have to just trust me. I've said this to my clients so many times, please just trust me on this one. And you can just be really conservative with it and just get a few little hairs out and then you're gonna rock it, be ready to go. Because what happens is when you lift up these hairs all together, but then you start to push down, the shorter hairs that have been cut by the razor, they are going to mesh down and stay and make this little teeny pillow of happy little big hairness. You're going to lift the hair, you're going to stick the comb into the hair, push down, and then pull the comb out. Then do that again, go back to the top, put the comb in the hair, push down, and then pull it out. If you just go up and down, you're not doing anything. It's not doing really anything, hardly anything. You need to do in, out, like in a circle, like when you're brushing your teeth, a circle, a circle, a circle. Look how much, I mean, that's not going anywhere. Of course, that's ugly, but you can comb it down. The point is, you need a good base in there. So I'm gonna show you how, and you're gonna wanna do it in sections. I usually take like an inch at a time, grab that inch of hair, pull it up, and you can get pretty fast at teasing. And then you're gonna go and grab another one, and you're going to connect it to that section that you previously did. So it's all meshing it in together. So you're grabbing that and connecting it to that other one, the bigger one. Then you can grab some more, hold it up with the other one. You're just grabbing some more. You're blending all of those sections in. If you keep them separate in sections, you'll be able to see sideways the lines and the chunks of the hair. You want to mesh them all together in a big happy pillow. So keep on doing that. That was very twangy cowgirl sounding. Getting back to my Utah roots, I guess. Okay, here we go. You guys see this? I mean, this is looking so spectacular, right? But it's the technique that I'm teaching you. I don't know if I'm really trying to make my hair look gorgeous with ratting, but with a back combing. Ratting is not my favorite word. I don't know why I used that. But yeah, we're teasing, back combing the hair. And I have lots of texture, so it's working pretty well. I can get it to stay straight up. And this is wonderful because it is not going to move anywhere. If you want to make your hair look crazy for Halloween, you can do that. And I'm going to just keep going. So now you can see I have this nice little base in here. It's all connected together. There's not any holes in it. I'm going to grab some more hair, hold it up to that base, and connect it in. Ooh, you can't see. Ooh, ooh, there we go. Connect it in. Grab some more hair, pull it up to that base, connect it in. Grab some more hair, connect it in. And you can do as much or as little as you want depending on what you want to do, but definitely for girls with long hair, they like to get this whole section around the roll of the head together so that then when they pull their hair down, they can kind of like comb out the pieces that are a little too ratty and blend it all in. Let me do this other side. So you can see here, it's all ratted up, but you can smooth it down still and get lots of pretty shape in there. Let's do my bangs because they're not going in, they're not staying in. So right here is where that base is. We're gonna get the hair. Where am I going? Here we go. Pull some more in. And you notice I started back from where the base was and worked the hair into the base instead of starting in the front again, because now I can pull this up to that base. There you go, and you get it nice and tight in there. There you go. And then the last piece, you can be a little bit more conservative with it. Whoa, that's kind of cool. Got myself a nice little pompadour now. Yeah, so this last piece, because it's right in the front, I'm just gonna kind of comb it back out after it's been connected. Run your fingers through it, make it look not so ratty. And you can put some pomade in there. My hair's getting big. I'm gonna keep going. Maybe we'll do like a time lapse. See, but now you can see, you can kind of just like move the hair around now that it's all back combed. You can clip it up right there, make some fancy updos, whatever you guys want. I'm gonna rock it like this today. What do you guys think? Should I do it? Should I wear my hair like all rock star, big, huge Utah? Holy lion head. Might as well keep going. And that is how you tease hair. If it's not working, try a little bit of texture, try a little bit of hairspray. You can even go through when you're doing those little sections, and as you're doing them, if it's still not staying very well, you can do a little bit of hairspray. And then back comb it in, and then add a little bit more, pull up a section, add a little bit of hairspray, back comb away. I mean, there's a lot of little things you can do. You can even add in some of that awesome big sexy powder play. That's some good stuff. And then once you have it all big and ginormous like this, you could put it into a Gibson. That could be pretty, like a little bun on top. See, it's fun. You can do a lot of fun things with some body in your hair, so. Ooh, now I'm gonna show you how to get it out. There we go. What am I doing? There we go. So you just lightly comb over the top. Lightly comb over the top and get all the rats out. Oh, not all the rats. Lightly comb over the top and get all the spots that are kind of crazy looking. And then you just cover it in a helmet of hairspray. And there you have it, you guys, how to tease your hair. Hopefully you guys start teasing everyone that you know so that we can have big hair holidays and look beautiful all the time. So thanks for watching, you guys. Hopefully you learned how to tease your hair. Okay, so I got my hair to look normal even though I did all that teasing, but it's probably not gonna go anywhere today because it feels like it's totally melted together, which is awesome, I guess. I could go on a roller coaster at Disneyland and not even have my hair move. All right, you guys, that is how you tease hair. Hopefully you guys tease the proper way and have great success in your big hair endeavors. And next time, I will maybe have a model with long hair and try to do this on. Maybe we'll try a long hair video. If you guys want to see a long hair teasing video, give me a thumbs up and a comment and let me know. And I forgot to tell you guys, I have a vlogging channel now. So make sure you go and subscribe and check out what we do every day in our crazy lives and get to know us a little bit better. And then you can also go to my Facebook and like my Facebook page. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me on Facebook and we can talk about it and try to figure it out. So thanks, you guys. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done and all the hard work that you guys have put into growing this channel. And I'm so grateful, and I say thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. See you later. Bye, guys. Hold the skin tight. You can't pull the skin up, so there won't be any bruising and it will feel a lot better. So what I do is I take my left hand, my forefinger and my thumb, and I pull the skin as tight as I can get it.